World Series. Remember the guys who grabbed Mookie's arm?
Yeah, definitely.
But they just got banned for life.
Wow.
Fans are just that guy.
Definitely from all stadiums.
Like I said, this should happen right away.
I agree. Yeah,
Scott down there was like, "Oh, it's too hard."
No.
I actually agree.
Todd thought it was a little hard.
Todd.
I can't believe you just.
Todd should have a ticker tape parade.
Todd, he's from Jersey.
I didn't, but I did say I didn't agree with that. I thought it was really dumbest thing I've ever seen. But
you just didn't agree with the.
You were lighter on the punishment.
I didn't think it should have been banned for life. But hey, listen.
I think so. I mean, I think so.
I said prison.
I think it should be banned.
No, I don't. Hey, listen, if he got banned for life, I'm not going to be mad at it. That's fine. Probably at the end of the day, he should be.
Mookie was pissed.
Yeah.
How does this guy get denied access though? Like, well,
they have
no. There was a dude last year
dressing up like you can
like Bobby Valentine with the
disguise.
If you go and bleach your creatures in outfield and get a ticket there, those guys scan go.
Exactly. They're not just like, hey, wait, you're the guy that pulled Mookie
are you going to have like a picture with you? No. People are like, let's go, hurry up, I want to get in the game.
But if they catch you, it is trespassing. You will get arrested. So that's on those guys. If they want to start getting arrested,
the guy was willing to yank Mookie's arm out.
I'm pretty sure he's going
to try to get in the game. I'm just saying, these guys are.
And he's got kind of a cult following now. There was a dude in Philly that ran onto the field. I mean, you probably watched the video. He got crushed by a security guard.
Hey.
When the relievers were walking out of the game was over, and you see him come across security guards, relievers laugh, everything. Yeah. Dude went on Philly radio. He's like, yeah, I got kicked out of Philly Stadium last year too. So it was like back-to-back times. Like,
do you remember security guy at Yankee Stadium? He wore the Jordan cleats.
Yeah.
That guy was for real. I forget his name, but he rocked Jordan cleats. He walked with the swagger. I said, "Hey, might be the day." He goes, "They don't want it today."
Atlanta, they did the same thing.
Atlanta had a bunch of them.
They all were in the cleats, and they were like, we were like,
they're praying for somebody.
They were like, please let someone run on the field.
The guy that would be in the bullpen in Fenway Park. I don't know if you guys remember the video where he tackled somebody as they approached the field. Hopefully, you guys can pull that video. But he was always like looking out to see. Like
he wanted.
He's like, yes, exactly. It was a good tackle, I'd say.
So you think it's too strict? You think it's good that they ban him for life?
Yeah, because you don't want that to happen again. I think they're sending a message, and you can't pull a guy's arm.
There's crazy. You saw what happens in the bleacher creatures.
They're throwing beers. They're doing a lot of stuff. But I mean, that was aggressive, bro.
And it wasn't.
That was kind of aggressive. That was a little aggressive.
I agree.
But Dylan, the difference for me was spur of the moment. Something happens. They're both grabbing. He hits him in the face, whatever, by accident. They grabbed him. And then they were like just keeping him there. Then the other guy gets involved. I'm like, this is too much. This is getting out of control. Yeah. And if you don't punish these guys harshly, you will see people doing this and thinking they're helping the team and let's go viral. It's like, no, you're never coming to a game, and if you do again, you're going to prison. That's the way you do it.
I think that's the message, right? Yeah. I mean, and you send out a message, and the only guy that can probably change fate for this guy is Mookie Betts. If he comes out and says,
Dude, if those
let
guys
these guys back in, but I think
he won't.
Those two guys ain't from Tom forever. Those guys ain't.
Those guys' sons play on my travel ball.
See?
That's Tom River West. That's not Tom River East.
I gave him the sign.
No, Mookie said what? Like he's only wanted to fight someone twice in his life, and one of them was these guys, and he's a pretty easygoing dude.
I know Mookie's the best.
They probably spoke to him, behind the scenes, and he's like, crush it. Because think about it, they're doing this for you guys. They're doing this for the players because they don't want guys to get hurt.
Yeah, so I
just safety precautions.
Yeah, it's perfect. Ban them for life. Mm-hmm. They just got to come dressed up if they want to come in a game. Bobby Valentine, right? Like,
remember he had he got kicked out of the glasses and the fake mustache. That was awesome. Well, Todd, you got something?
Thanks for doing that.
No, I just.
Early January, we are starting to get a clearer picture of what teams will look like. JP Morosi leading the league in information. Very exciting. A missing piece is Roki Sasaki. We hear about him meeting with teams. That's what we expected him to do right now. What does the rest of the timeline look like? Good morning.
Yes, Lauren, good morning. We will see Roki Sasaki, we believe, make his decision about 1 week from right now. It is January the 15th when he's able to begin that signing period as part of the new international signing bonus class. And what I was told yesterday is that at least one additional team beyond the previously reported group of Dodgers, Padres, Giants, Yankees, Mets, Cubs, Rangers, at least one team in addition to that group has spoken with Roki Sasaki. Now, do we want to call this the mystery team?
Yes, we do.
I'll leave that to the viewer
We like the drama, JP.
I will say this, Lauren. One team that I've been keeping an eye on that has not been ruled out is Seattle. Now, the Mariners have not confirmed nor denied that they've had a meeting with Sasaki, but what we know is this. According to the reporting of Adam Judt of the Seattle Times earlier on this offseason, the Mariners were planning to have Ichiro Suzuki be part of their pitch to Roki Sasaki. Now, if you're a student of Japanese baseball history, of course, knowing that Ichiro was on the ballot, do we think there's any chance that if Ichiro said to Roki, hey, I'd like to have a conversation with you, and if any free agent, any prominent Japanese baseball player would say, you know what, no thanks, I just don't think that would happen. So knowing that Ichiro is part of the sales pitch, part of the recruiting pitch, do I think that if he said, hey, Roki, I'd love to speak with you, I think he'd probably have that meeting. And so it would not surprise me in the least, Lauren, if Seattle ends up being a part of this conversation, especially when you consider the strength of the Mariners in developing starting pitchers. Let's see how this unfolds in the next week to 10 days.
Harold, what's your reaction to that?
No, I understand that he's going to have those conversations. One thing's kind of confusing to me, JP, and maybe you can clear it up for everybody out here. So is his contract a standard deal, or is he actually a free agent where he's not held to, he can only get X amount, but can he actually go get a big contract? I know they have to pay a posting fee and all that, but is his contract restricted to a certain amount?
Yes, the contract is restricted, Harold, because he falls within the purview of the international amateurs. So his contract will look very similar in scope to Shohei's original deal with the Angels when he first came over. So the signing bonus will likely read somewhere in the range of $4 million, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, but it's got to fit within a team's international signing bonus pool because he is not yet 25 years of age. This will look like one of the greatest bargains in baseball that we have seen. He is, and it's important to point this out, he is not a finished product the way that Yamamoto was a year ago with the Dodgers. He still has some development to go. But Harold, you talked about this before on the show. We all saw this in the World Baseball Classic of 2023. This is an electric arm that should be able to contribute, one would assume, during the 2025 Major League season.
I would think 30 teams would have a conversation. I know what the contract is.
They should.
And Al was on the show, JP, last week talking about the insane talent that he is. Keep us posted along the way.